Welcome to Powerops Desktop. In today's video, we are diving into a powerful feature that can save your countless hours and provide valuable insights, the Compare feature in Powerops. Imagine having two versions of your report and being able to instantly spot what's changed between them, whether it's updated visuals, altered data, or modified tags. This walkthrough will guide you through how to leverage this tool for seamless side-by-side comparisons, making your analysis more efficient and your decisions more informed. Let's get started. Let's start by adding the file to Powerops Desktop. You have various options to choose from. You can either open the Power BI report or a semantic model. And if you choose a report, you have various options like PBIX, PBIP, or PBIT. I'm going to choose PBIX. I'm going to now click on Browse and then navigate to the folder where you have the file saved. I'm going to first select the original file here and then click on Open and then click on Add. Once the file has been added, I'm now going to go to the Compare tab. This is where all the action happens. Now in the destination section here, I'm going to click on Add File and then choose the file which I need to compare with. This time the version here is 5.1. I'm going to add that file here and then click on Add. And now I can simply click on Compare. It will only take a few seconds to compare both of these files and display all the information that you need to know that has changed between these two files. So let us take a look at the different information that is available here. We now have various tabs to look at. We have Report, we have DAX, the model, M-queries, and then we also have Info. Under Report, we have various tabs like Pages, Visuals, Bookmarks, and Sync Slicers. On all of these tabs, you see these numbered circles here. They are also color coded. The yellow color means modified, red color here means removed, and green color means added. Let's take a look at the pages here under report. The circle line items here are basically telling you that there are 8 items which have been modified under pages, and there are 2 items here which have been removed. Let's take a look at what those are. On the left side of the screen, we have the source file, and then on the right side here, we have the destination file, which is the version 5.1. All the items that you see here highlighted in yellow is saying that these things have been modified. Now, if we take a look at the first line item here, the page name here says IBCS. The landing page here is the landing page in my demo file 5. But in my demo file 5.1, my landing page has been changed. It is no more IBCS, it is now KPI2. The landing page has changed. Likewise, the filter pane background color has been changed for all of these tabs here from this hex code to this hex code. The filter pane background transparency has also been modified. And if I scroll towards right, there are more details that are available. We have a column here that will tell you if the page is hidden or not, the canvas type. If the canvas dimension has changed, then this will appear in yellow. Likewise, let's scroll down here and you can see that the page name is being highlighted here, which means that from KPI1, it is now changed to KPI1 summary. The page name has been modified here. Likewise, the landing page has been changed to KPI2 in our new report when compared to the older report, which was IBCS, the landing page. And then this is also telling us that there were 2 pages on my previous report, that is dataset and page 2. Now these 2 pages or tabs have been removed from our new report. Now let's head to the next section, which is visuals, and you can see that there are 27 items that have been modified and 7 items have been removed. Now let's head to the IBCS 3 page, and we can see that in the visual type KPI here, my sort axis is by month. However, in my new file, the sort axis is changed to month short. That is being highlighted here, and you can also see that the sort axis order has also been changed on this particular report. And then in the KPI 4 tab here, you can notice that all of these changes have been made. For example, the visual type KPI has now been changed into a funnel chart. This also has a visual title now compared to what was blank earlier. And then we can also see another visual here that has changed from KPI to a clustered bar chart. And also the visual title has been added in the new file. Likewise, when I go to the dataset tab, now this entire dataset tab was removed. We saw that earlier. And we can see that there were 2 different visuals in here. We had a table as well as a text box. Now this is telling me that both of these visuals have been removed from the dataset tab. And then I can see that there's a page 1 here with a green circle icon, and this is telling me that this page has been added. I have a date picker visual type that is available on this particular tab. Now let's head to the next section, which is custom visuals. If you have added a new custom visual to your report, that information is also captured here and displayed. It is basically telling me that I have added a new custom visual here called date picker. It's also giving me information regarding the version, who's the author, the email ID, etc. Now let's head to the next section here, which is bookmarks. This is basically telling me that there is a new bookmark that has been added. The bookmark name is hide visuals, the bookmark details. It has all of the details here, whether the data option is checked, display option is checked, etc. Another cool feature about Powerops Desktop is that on the report page, you can also switch this into a visual view so that you can take a look at if there are any position changes that have happened or if any resizing of the visuals that have happened. And now when I head to KPI2 tab here, you can see that this particular visual, which was there in my earlier file, it no longer appears in my destination file. How cool is this? And if I go to the KPI4 tab, you'll notice that there have been changes made to this particular tab. You can see that I had used the KPI visual in here, but in my new file, it is now changed into a funnel chart that is being displayed here. This was also a KPI visual, and then this has now been changed into a bar chart. Now what's more, you can simply click on this visual and be able to see all the different changes to this particular visual. For example, in my previous file, when I had the KPI visual, I had year, month initial, variance sale last year percentage, variance sale, etc. On my new visual, I only have year, month initial and total sale. And my variance sale last year percentage, variance sale last year have now been moved to tooltips, which did not have any tooltips in my previous report. I can also see that the sort axis has now been defined here by month initial. All of this information is now available for you to look at. For example, in here, the visual title has been changed. That is being displayed here from the KPI visual. Like I told you, this is now changed to a clustered bar chart. You also get the information regarding your title, the font heading that is being used here, the font size, the font style, the font color, etc. If at all there have been any changes made, you will be able to see all the details right here. Like you can see the background color of the visual has been changed. That has been displayed right here. Now let's head to the next section here, which is DAX. Under DAX, I have measures and calculated columns. On the left hand side in my source here, I had two different measures here called end sale and end sale 4. Now these two measures have been removed from our new file, and we have added a new measure here called total sales new. And then we can also see the expression of this particular measure. If we scroll towards right, we'll also be able to see the format string, the 1000 separator, whether it's enabled or not, the percentage format, decimal places, how many decimal places we have, etc. All of these minor details are also available for you to compare in Powerops Desktop. Now let me quickly talk about the checkbox here, which says show only differences. This is checked by default, but if you uncheck this, what happens is you will be able to see all the measures or columns or visuals that you have in your Power BI report. And in case you want to look at some of the information here, like for example, you want to take a look at the DAX measure that is used here. And then if you want to take a look at different information that is available, for example, you can see all the different kind of formatting that has been applied to that particular measure, and whether there's a 1000 separator or not, the percentage format or not, number of decimal places is hidden, the measure is hidden or not. All of that information is available right here on one single screen for you to take a look at. Now let's head to the next section here, which is calculated columns, and let me check this box again, which says show only differences, so that we are only able to see the differences that have been made to this new report. And we can see that there's a new column that has been added called profit percentage, and then the expression that has been used to calculate profit percentage. Now let's head to the next section here, which is model. And when you go to the model, you will see that there is a new table that has been added here called dim region, and that is denoted by this green color here, and it clearly says it is added, which means that this new table has been added in our 5.1 version report. And then there's also a modified status here. So what is modified? So if you take a look at the measures here, in the old file, I have 61 measures, and in my new file, I have 60 measures, which means that there is one measure that has been deleted. In the previous tab that we saw that there were two measures that were deleted and one was added, which means that there is one measure less now. It is now telling me that there are 60 measures in my new report. Let's head to the next section here, which is M queries. If you have made changes to your M query, that will also be displayed here. In my case, I have added a new table, and that is being displayed here in the M query tab. Now let's head to the last section here, which is info section. The info section will basically give you information about the file name. In this case, it was KPI Visual Demo File 5, and that has been changed to KPI Visual Demo File 5.1. And you can also see that the theme has also been modified on this particular report. You'll also be able to see various differences. Let me quickly uncheck this box and you'll be able to see the model compatibility level, the PPI version that has been used to create the source and the destination file, the data source version, the language that is used, time intelligence, whether it's enabled or not, sensitivity label, tabular editor is used or not, different kinds of options that are available for you to take a look at. That wraps up our walkthrough of the Compare feature in Powerops Desktop. I hope this tutorial has shown you how this tool can quickly identify changes between report versions. Whether you're fine-tuning your work or collaborating with the team, this feature is a game changer for efficient report management. Before we go, I encourage you to download and check out Powerops. Don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.